Hello guys, Brian back here with a look at Gfal. It's been a while since I looked at this. I had a subscriber ask, so I'm going to take a quick look at it. First time I did a video on this thing, I expected 5 waves to work out in this, and that's exactly what happened here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5 waves in here. That 5th wave was just a little bit higher than this 3rd wave. Okay, so we had those 5 waves come in here on the daily. Now, what you would be expecting next would be an ABC to come in here. All right, an ABC correction. Okay, so if we move this up here, let's get rid of this trend line. That we come up to a 702 right here. Let's take a look. Really don't like using them wicks. Yeah, not at all. If we don't use it, this thing came up and tapped that 702 there. Alright, now if you use your wicks, which like I said, I don't really care to, especially with the volatility. I kind of look at these things. I mean, they screw your charts all up, if you use these wicks are way too volatile. Alright, so I try to stay away from them things and either use closed candles, or especially with something like this, I'd rather use closed candles like that there and work off that. Forget this wick even happened in here, and you can just see the bump we're getting here now. I would expect this to come up to the 702, okay, and probably stall out right there, and then have a C leg down here. Okay, now if we look at the RSIs, you can see that daily RSIs on the floor. So this thing is definitely looking for a push upward from here. Right, it's bullish. It's at a 7.8 and a 5.9. The 12 hours still heading up. And if I could ask you to please hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that very, very much, guys. Now, what the heck happened there? Right, the daily. Oh, that's because these wicks. Alright, so once we go to the 12 hour, then it gives us candles here. So maybe we'll just use the 12 hour for this. Alright, so you can see we're definitely up into these areas now. Actually, this thing pushed up past the 786. Let's look at the 8. And the 8 is still bullish. The 8 has a big red candle that pulled back here. So it's actually used that wick there. Because these ended up being candles, so you can see how we hit that 702 right there, and got a rejection off this 8 hour. Let's check the 4. The 4 hours rolling over here. All right, so I'm expecting a correction in this, guys. Does it have a weekly yet? No, it don't. The 1 hour is probably at the bottom. Yeah, getting there. This thing will bounce up and down, but. Me, quite personally, like I said, I'm looking for an ABC correction. If we go to the 12 hour here, it doesn't look so daunting. There isn't so much price action there, but right there you can see we hit the 702. The way you measure these out, you bring your top down, put it on top of that. Alright, and that gives you a target right down here, 0.00739. Okay, and that would, if I could ask you to please hit the like and subscribe if you like this kind of content and would like to see more of it. But it's that's what I'm expecting to come in here, quite honestly. Like I said, we got that daily that can be, it's reset, it's at the bottom. Now, don't get me wrong, anything can happen in this market. This thing can take off, nobody's right all the time. If it was that easy, everybody would be rich doing reading charts and trading crypto, but that's not the way it works. Alright, so do have that daily on the floor down here, but you can see what happened back here when the daily was on the floor right here. This thing still had a bunch of down pressure, so usually that daily on the floor means a lot, and this thing could push right back to that 702 again here. I'm not saying it's not going to have some price action coming up here. It could wear that daily out before it really makes a nosedive here. It could just chop around in here you know, up and down, you know, until finally it rolls over and heads down to where we need it to go. So, all right, guys, thank you so very much. That's my outlook here on this thing. After 5 waves, okay, right here it is. I'm going to show you. After 5 waves, you have a correction. All right, there's your 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have an ABC command. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. Even on the way down, that works that way. All right, then you have your ABC the other way. So just hope, like I said, be happy with an ABC this way, because if it was an ABC the other way, that would mean we're changing trend and heading down the other way. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be going back down to these lows that we started with back here at in wave 1. So I'm sorry to say that, but that's my outlook on it, guys. Thank you so very, very much. And as soon as we have more price action on this thing, I will get back to you. Have a great night, everybody.